Yes. Okay. Can you see my screen? Yes or no? Can you guys let me know if you can see my screen in the chat below? Let me know if you can please see my screen. I would love to know. Brenda, thank you. Yes. Lydia, yes. Thank you so much. Charity, thank you. Lillian, Joanne, Bina, I love it. Thank you guys. Irene from Texas, thank you guys. Thank you, girl, for coming again. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what we're going to do is in the link below, because we're going to be starting in about 2 minutes. Yes. We're going to share the link below. If you know anybody who's interested, take a screenshot of this right here. Please share it in your social media. Tell your friends, share the link with your friends. We're going to be putting that link in the chat box. Please share that with them so that they can come and join us. And meanwhile, as they are coming on, let me know, where are you tuning in from? Nairobi, from Kenya. I know Irene is in Texas. It's my girl in Texas. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I would love to recognize you and just want to thank you for even being here and being here early. I really do appreciate you guys for being here early. We're going to be starting, Edinburgh, UK, Nairobi, Kenya. Mercy, you are in Nairobi. Ruaka, Nairobi. Love it. Joanne in Nairobi. Brenda, Nairobi, Ruaka. I love it. Good. Nairobi, Joanne Bina. Thank you, girl, for coming. Nairobi with a big smile. Yes, girl. Ngong Road, Nakuru, Nairobi, Kenya. Ngumba Estate. Oh, Kahawa Sukari. Ngong. Doha, Qatar. Faith, all the way from Qatar. Love it. Ongatarongai. Get another Nakuru, and that is from Joanne. Claudia Nakuru. You all need to link up together, all you Nakuru folks. Vienna, Austria. Vienna, Austria. How are things in Vienna? Vettingong, Thika, Thika Christine, that's my home girl. You know, I grew up in Thika. Dorcas in Westlands. Rhoda, girl in Rhoda and your TRXs. That's one of my girls, and we were talking today on Instagram, and she was like, I got to do my TRXs. I love to see you, girl, tuning in from Finland, Rhoda. Thank you, girl. Gomba, Brenda, I love it. Awesome, you guys. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate you. Again, you can share this as we get started. And what we're going to be doing, Nancy Mathenge. Hey, Nancy, girl. Thank you for coming in. Lucy from Nairobi. Oh, you guys, I really do appreciate you. I want to thank you so much for joining us and thank you for coming. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing with you my top secrets that can help you lose fat. And what I want you to do is I'm going to encourage you to be very present. I encourage you to remove all forms of distractions. I encourage you to have a book and a pen, or a pen and a book, whatever order. But please get that, because what I want you to do is the information I'm sharing with you is information that I want you to actually begin to apply in your day-to-day basis. So please take action and please do the work. I am going to give you some amazing value. I also want to thank you all who are here. Here with me, I have my team. So we're with Dorcas, Ken, Eric, and Sharon. They're all in the back end. They're going to be helping me answer the questions. So if you do have any questions as we're moving along, please put them down here in the put them in the chat box, especially when something comes up. What I'm going to do is at the end of the session, at the end of this presentation, I am going to be answering all your questions. So again, as we are going through this presentation and you feel like you have some questions, put them down in the chat box and we're going to answer them in the end. So welcome again, you guys. And for those of you that may not know me, my name is Roseanne Kamau, and I'm a nutrition, fitness, and lifestyle coach. And I've been doing this for the last, 10 years. And for me, this is something that is a passion for me. And obviously, because I'm going to be sharing my story with you, you're going to understand how I actually arrived here, coaching women, helping specifically busy women and moms live a healthy lifestyle by losing fat, becoming the healthiest versions of themselves, so that I always say, so that they can be able to impact their families. And so I want to thank you so much for coming. Now, I'm married. We've been married for 18 years, and I have 2 teenage girls now. I have two daughters. And so that, in a nutshell, is my lifestyle. Now, what we're going to be discussing over the next couple of, not couple of minutes, I am going to be talking to you specifically these 3 things. I want to frame it up for you so well so that you know exactly what it is that I'm going to be sharing with you. Now, you know the title of our topic is Secrets to Fat Loss. Now, what I'm going to be sharing with you is what I believe to be the number 1 thing that is holding you back from your fat loss goals, and that is sugar. It's the nemesis. The second thing I'm going to help you with is, once you understand that, I'm going to show you, okay, how would I work on reducing sugar cravings? Because I'll be sharing again statistics and I'll be sharing testimonials from clients, and you'll be hearing stories from different clients about how they reduced their sugar cravings and how sugar had actually held them hostage. The third thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing testimonials from our clients, talking specifically about my Hey Sugar Detox program. And we're going to be sharing with you what they say and what they think about Hey Sugar. And then finally, the final thing I'm going to be doing is I am going to invite you, only you guys who are here, for early enrollment. This is not open up to the public, so I want you to wait up until the end because I have something amazing special for you. So I'm hoping that you're ready with your pen and your paper. So before we get started into the meat, I wanted to give you a little bit of background and give you a little bit of my story and why I actually found myself here. Now, this picture here, if you follow me on Instagram, Coach Roseanne, you've probably seen this picture. There's only two pictures, by the way, of me. Well, there's a third that has popped up, but there's only two pictures of me that you're going to be seeing because I hated pictures. This was me, and at 29 years old, I went for a regular doctor's checkup. I've always been very cautious about doing that. And when I went for that regular doctor's checkup, the interesting thing that my sisters are in the health field, so they always used to discuss and they always used to say, if ever you get called back by the doctor or you called back in the office, just know that something is amiss. And so I went for a regular doctor's checkup. And after my lab works were done, I actually got a call. And when I got a call back, I knew something was wrong. And so for me, when I went to see the doctor, he basically said the following. He said, Roseanne, you are medically obese. And the reason why I'm calling you is because your cholesterol numbers are headed in the wrong direction. Now, at that point, I want you to picture this, a 29-year-old with a new baby, almost newly married, and you've been given a diagnosis of high cholesterol. Now, I cannot even begin to tell you how scary that was for me, because at that moment, what we knew was cholesterol was an old man's disease, cholesterol meant heart attack, and cholesterol meant you are checking out. So that's the story I started playing in my head. I have high cholesterol, I am obese, and I am checking out. And I remember just thinking, no way, because that time we only had one girl, our firstborn daughter. And I just remember thinking, no, there's no way, no one's going to raise my baby. So I had to do anything that I needed to do to get healthier. And so one of the things I talked about having two pictures is I always constantly used to hide. I hated pictures, number one. So there were really never pictures of me, by the way, because when pictures were being taken, you would never see me. And so when this picture, my before picture that you can see on the left, and you can see what's up on the fridge, tortilla, chips, yo, okay? I remember when I got it, I was so excited because it's like, yo, finally, someone can actually believe I was actually big. So this is what I used to do. I used to hide in big clothes. Let me tell you, my energy was so low. And I don't know if you relate to this because I want you to see whether you relate with my story. My energy was low. I used to hide in these big clothes. My confidence obviously had gone and it was super low, right? Sex life, no energy with my husband. And then the other thing that was happening to me is I recognized and I realized my knees would hurt. Now, someone like me, I love fashion, I love high heels. And one of the things I recognize is anytime I would wear my high heels, honestly, I could feel like, number one, I'm carrying extra weight and I could feel my knees and my lower back hurting. And even just climbing up a couple of steps in our house, I would pant once I got to the landing space. So my body was already talking to me and it was already telling me, these are the things that are happening. And this is me when now we ended up having our little child. Now they're teenagers, but this story I share with you was during this season. So things were not as rosy as I would say, and I thank God that they are now. And so what happened for me, when leaving the doctor's office, the doctor said, now listen, I want to see you back in 3 months. And in 3 months, I want to make sure you want to make sure you've brought down your cholesterol numbers. Now, the doctor gives me a 3-page paper. Well, two things actually, lose some weight and drop down your cholesterol numbers. Those were the marching orders he gives me, but he gives me a 3-page paper. And basically he says, this is all the information, go get yourself better. And I remember just thinking, like, how do you give me this grave information? And then you expect me to just go get better with a 3-page paper. And honestly, that cholesterol was the wake-up call. In as much as I had all these other issues going on, the cholesterol diagnosis was my wake-up call. And so I decided, and I kid you not, it was a switch in my head, and I decided I had to change and I needed to change. And that's when I hunkered down. I started doing research, understanding what is cholesterol, what do I need to do? And these are the exact things that I'm going to be sharing with you. What I actually did to reduce my cholesterol, those numbers have never been up to this day. So I'm going to be sharing exactly what I did. And then if anything resonates with you, I want to write it down. Because when I needed to go see the doctor, he needed to see my numbers down. Now, once I started working out, once I started getting better, I started improving. A couple of things happened. I noticed my sleep started getting better. I noticed my skin was getting clearer. I noticed my energy was getting high, because before I was so moody, my moods were just all over, up and down. I even noticed my lower back specifically was not hurting anymore because I started getting healthier and I started getting better. At some point, I actually hired a fitness coach and a nutrition coach because I wanted to really understand what do I need to do. And after 3 months of going back to the doctor, and he tells me my numbers were down, something opened up on the inside. I was like, how quickly does the body change? And that really is how I found myself in this field, because I worked on getting better. I worked on becoming healthier. I worked on getting myself healthy. And in that span of about 2 years, I ended up going back to school, becoming a certified nutrition coach because I found my passion. I told my husband I did not want to go back to work because I felt like that I had reached it was in corporate. I felt like I'd reached the end of it. And I was like, what else can I do? And he basically tells me, because over those 2 years, I worked hard at transforming myself and I worked hard at now beginning to help other people. So I decided to become a certified nutrition coach, and that is what I do. Now, what I'm going to be sharing with you is what studies show and why sugar is addictive. Because this is exactly what I used to eat. The foods that I'm going to be sharing with you are the foods I used to eat. Now, studies show left, right, and center, everywhere that you do your research, that sugar is as addictive as cocaine or heroin or any drug out there. Now, I want you to think about a drug addict. Have you ever seen, and you can just raise your hand, or heard of drug addicts who cannot either sleep or cannot function without drugs? Because what happens is that drug activates, I see your hands raised, I see you, because the drug activates the exact spot in your brain that sugar activates. And so when you hear people saying, oh my God, I can't get rid of sugar. Oh my God, I don't know if I'll ever get rid of sugar. And sugar, by the way, is also glucose. Okay, so we're talking about things that turn into glucose, foods that turn into glucose, which ends up in sugar. So if you find that you're getting addicted, there's a reason why, and studies do show this. And honestly, I remember one of my clients, when we were working together, she wrote in one of the groups, this is her message. She thought, I thought I could never give up on sugar. But then when I joined Hey Sugar in 2019, I set my mind to prove myself wrong on my inability to give up sugar. Now, sugar is a thing of the past. Now, you tell me, how many of you, and I see you because I see you, you guys talk to me. How many of you have ever said to yourself, I can't give up wheat. I can't give up sugar. I love sugar. Those things are going to kill me. Can I see your hands raised? I see those hands. Some of you have said that. So if you've said that, there's reason as to why you might feel that way. And research continues to show us that eating too much sugar can produce behavior change in the brain that has those effects of drugs that I've told you about. And these behaviors include things like binging. I don't know how many of you will be willing, because I'm going to raise my hand up here, have actually binged on sugary foods or wheat products. You're all by yourself and you just find yourself eating them. Raising my hand because I was there once. Okay. Or if you don't eat them, you find that you're going through withdrawal symptoms, right? Or you find yourself just craving them over and over and over again. And then you continually wondering, what do I need to do? Right? And this is exactly what sugar does. It begins to bring this cycle and behaviors that a lot of us are ashamed of. A lot of us do these things when we are hiding. Raising my hand up because I was once there. When I was overweight, those are some of the things that I used to do. So no judgment here, but I do want to share with you, those are exactly the things that would happen. And so what I'm going to be sharing with you is what a couple of people talked about how sugar affected them.
I obviously joined because I identified I had a problem. I was addicted to sugar, completely addicted, like a drug addict. but my drug was sugar.
This is my COVID project and beyond, actually, as we are learning from Coach, that I am going to take care of this body through this season. And at the end of it, when we are opened up to go do what I am used to doing, I will show myself that, yeah, this is what I kept doing.
The knowledge that I have gained from understanding the food that I eat, what I put in my body is really what is fueling me, what is going to change my body and how it's going to change my body. It's really giving me so much knowledge.
But I'm healthy. I'm able to do what I'm able to do what needs to be done. And I'm always active. I don't get very tired very quickly unless I don't have my sleep at night. But in general, I think the program really helped me to have a discipline which I can implement on a regular basis without feeling like, I'm like depriving myself.
And so this is what we know about sugar. You've clearly seen how some of those clients have talked about sugar and how you can see their transformation. So this is what I want to tell you about sugar. And if this sticks with you, I want you to write it down. But what the WHO, or the World Health Organization, has shown is that most people consume over 30 grams of sugar. That's over 10 to 11 grams of sugar in a day, right? In a day. The next thing, and this is what I want you to really think about, is that a lot of us have adapted or are adapting a Western lifestyle. And what is a Western lifestyle, someone might ask? This is a lifestyle where we are eating a lot of processed foods, a lot of foods that are from a factory, a lot of foods that are in boxes. We are doing a lot of deep fried foods. We are eating a lot of quick fixes, foods that are made and manufactured using the cheap ingredients, using the worst of the oils, the worst of the sugars. And then those are the foods that we're eating, and our body doesn't know what to do with them. And so because the Western lifestyle is a lifestyle of quickness, of convenience, they've marketed all these things to us as healthy, as good, to the point where they even add natural substances, healthy food things like vitamins. You will notice they've advertised all that for you, yet that food is not originally very healthy. A Western lifestyle is also a lifestyle where we're constantly sitting down in our offices. We're constantly sitting down in our cars. We're not moving our bodies. And what ends up happening is our bodies slowly begin to degenerate. So we're eating the wrong foods. We're eating quick, sugary foods. We're eating foods that are going to give us a quick burst of energy, but then we end up crashing. Again, that is sugar. And again, we're not moving our bodies as much as we should. And then what has also happened is because, and specifically and especially women, because women, we are the ones who struggle the most with this. Yes, we do have men who struggle with this, but we've seen a rise of the diet industry. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry where they've come up with quick fixes, with pills, with things that are going to give you a quick fix. But what have we found out? That year after year after year, even being a multi-billion-dollar industry, people have still continued to gain weight year after year. I really want you to think about that. Why is that? Why is that? Then, in an effort to continue to help people, some people have decided, I'm going to give you one meal plan. And so Jane, Sharon, Maria, Anne, all of you, I want you to use this meal plan and you're going to lose weight. But what has happened? You lose weight the first couple of days or even a couple of months. Then after that, what happens? All your weight comes back together with its aunties, its uncles, grandparents, and its ancestors, right? How many of you have gone through that, where you've done a quick fix, you have done meal plans, that these things don't work? And the reason why I'm so passionate about this is I am going to be showing you exactly what I did, exactly what thousands of my clients have done to get them better. And honestly, even counting calories has failed in an effort to reduce sugar cravings, or measuring foods, right? Because they do not factor in how our bodies work. Now, and with all this, what we've seen is that excess storage or too much sugar has ended up causing a rise of what is called insulin. So our body has a hormone that's known as pancreas. And what pancreas does, its job is to regulate sugar. But if it gets too much sugar over time, we predispose ourselves to what's known as either pre-diabetes or we get diabetes. And so that is one of the effects that's going to be of sugar, which is pre-diabetes. The other thing, an effect of sugar, think about inflammation, where you get your cells will get inflamed. You're also going to get your skin inflamed. And how would you know inflammation of your skin? People who take sugar actually age a lot faster. So you'll just notice that their skin gets wrinkly a lot more sooner. Our brains, how many of you, tell me, in the office, how many of you have ever felt like your energy is so low and you feel like you need a pick me up? And that pick me up for you, you're like, I need some candy, or I need some sugar, or I need mandazi because it helps pick me up. But what is happening, that's false energy. Because what happens is you do get that pick me up energy, but then what happens after? You get a crash, right? So it even continues to put you in that dip. And when that up and down is happening, you're continuing to affect your insulin. Your insulin is constantly just being released in your body. And the message the body is getting is store fat. That's the message. So anytime you're having too much sugar in the system, your insulin gets released and the message your body gets is store fat. And honestly, studies show that sugar is also linked to depression. Now, I need you to be very mindful, because for me, I do this. I always say I help women to lose fat because I want them to become healthier. Why? Someone like me was overweight. And if I had not noticed, or if I had not known my diagnosis of high cholesterol, you know what would have happened? I ended up finding out in our family on my dad's side that there's a history of high cholesterol, but it's reversible. That's the beauty of it. And so the sugar is going to affect your insulin. It can affect our heart. It can affect our kidney. It can affect our liver if we are not mindful, specifically and especially if you become pre-diabetic. And so it's really important for you to ensure that you're being mindful of what you're putting in your body, because you're wanting to be healthy. And for men, especially for those of you who might be married, it's important to know it actually affects men and can make them impotent, because what it does, sugar, it affects the blood circulatory system. So we do not have blood flowing in those vital organs, and it can become difficult for men to function, frankly, okay? So it's important to know that. So for me, when I teach this, I teach it because I want you to be healthy, and I want your family members to be healthy, and I want your kids to be healthy. And so with this, I'm going to be sharing a story of Nana. Now, Nana is one of my clients, and she shared her story. And we're going to just do a small snippet for you here. And what we're going to be doing is we're also going to share on the link her entire story so that you can hear it for yourself. Okay. That's frozen. That looks like it's frozen. Let's see. Yes, that's frozen.
Why I began the program, I had extreme acidity levels. Whether I take juice, I take water, I take ugali, I had extreme acidity levels. That's number one. Number two, I had stomach cramps each time I eat.
I did it because it was not necessarily to lose weight. It was my eating habits were a mess.
Okay, what I would want to tell the ladies is that, I've been where you are today. I know maybe some of you, you might not be sick. You might not be doing this for a medical reason, but it's the most important decision that you have made for yourself and also your family.
And I'm sorry, I get really emotional about this the whole time. Okay. When I did my first check-in, I called Coach and I was crying, and she thought that there was an emergency or something had happened. And I just said the amount of weight that I had lost, how I'm feeling, and I just couldn't believe it. I honestly could not believe it. I had been now trying for, honestly, 3 years, because my youngest is 3 years old. So, really trying for 3 years to feel good. And I didn't want to be stick thin again, because I just was like, this is not what I wanted. So I said, I just wanted to feel good.
All right. So that's Nana's story. We're going to share her link in the bio, her link in the chat, because I'd love for you to watch more of her story. We actually did an extended version of her story. I do apologize that video is not playing. We had tested it was playing, but I do apologize. But we do have an extended version of her story there. But this is her, and she shared her journey on her Facebook page, Nana Wanjiku Gishaga, and she talks about her 100 lifestyle change when we work together. And if you would see her transformation, we do have another video, so you're going to see her transformation. But her biggest thing was she was a sugar addict. That was her vice. That was the thing that bothered her the most. But she had an amazing transformation once we changed. And what I'm going to be sharing with you next, I'm going to be sharing with you what these clients did to be able to get rid of their sugar cravings. You're going to see and apply the strategies that they've applied to get rid of sugar cravings in just 6 weeks. These are the transformations that they've gotten. These are clients that I work with, right? And so you can absolutely see their transformation here. And so what should you eat? What should you do? Now that you understand the effects of sugar, now that you understand how sugar is horrible for you, now that you know that sugar can actually cause all these things, what should you do? So grab a pen and paper and write these things down. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to focus on whole foods. I want you to focus on whole foods most of the time. And the way I want you to think about whole foods, I mean, I put that picture is not there by accident. I want you to think about the way our grandparents ate. That's the way I want you to think. So you want to eat whole foods most of the time. And I want you to consider what is known as the second brain. And the second brain is our gut. And I actually have a program in Hey Sugar Level 2 where we talk more in depth about the gut and how to heal the gut and how to promote that gut health. So I want you to focus on whole foods. This means you're eating more foods from the garden. You're eating your vegetables. You're eating your fruits. If you're eating protein, you're eating either plants, legumes, you're eating things from cows or an animal, okay? So you're eating plants and you're thinking of animals if you're a food eater. Now, the next one is actually one that we focus a lot on, Hey Sugar. And the biggest transformation that you're going to get will be your mindset. That is it. If your mindset is not right, you're never going to change. If you're looking for a quick fix, things will never change. I had several conversations today in my DM earlier on, and a lot of people saying they're interested in Hey Sugar, but they're like, let me be like about three were like, I'm looking for a quick, like, is it going to be very fast? And I say, and I want to let you know right now, no. We're not about quick fixes. We're not about getting quick results. This is not about who wins the race the fast. It's not about who gets to the end line, the finish line quickly, because we do not have a finish line. I want to be very clear. And so that is the mindset that I want you to apply when you are beginning to change your lifestyle. It's not about how many kilos you're going to lose. If you do lose some, great. But it's not about that. The mindset I want you to apply is a long-term. I want you to have a long-term view. Now, I know we're known as the microwave generation, the generation that wants things quick fixes. We want quick money. We want to drop this weight very quickly. We want things quick. Hello, right? That's the microwave generation. But I'm telling you, the reason why people diet year after year is because of looking for those quick fixes. So we're not about that. I just want to be clear about that. If you want to drink anything, in terms of I always say, look for something that has 0 calories. And that is your water. So constantly you're drinking your water. Get rid of your sodas. Get rid of your juices. That stuff is going to mess you up. Remember what I talked about in the beginning. Get rid of that stuff. Instead, replace your house with water. Everybody, I'm telling you, the first week, they're going to kick and scream. All right? They're going to be howling. They're going to hate you. But after a while, I promise you, they're going to be just fine. And then we curated what is known in Hey Sugar or Treasure Fitness BCM. We like to live a life of balance. You want to be consistent and a life of moderation. And this is exactly how I've lived my life and exactly how my Hey Sugar clients live their life. When we talk about moderation, we don't want you to deprive yourself. I don't want you to deprive of yourself of foods that you love. So if you love chapati, guess what? You can have chapati. If you love cake, guess what? You can have cake. If you love carbohydrates, there's this whole thing of people cannot eat carbohydrates. You can eat carbohydrates. It's okay to have that stuff. But we teach you how to eat smarter. It's not about working out hard. It's not about going hard. It's not about sprinting because sprinters go out hard. It's about working at it smart. And that's exactly what we teach inside of Hey Sugar. Then I want you to think about your body. Who do you want to become? Now, again, these are the things that I applied in my own life. I had to think for myself. Who did I want to become as Roseanne? What kind of a mom did I want to become? What kind of a human being did I want to become? Who did I want to emulate, right? Who did I want to become? So you've got to write that down. Be very clear. And listen to me. Listen to me very clearly. It doesn't matter where you are on the journey. If in your brain you've thought, I want to be, let's assume you have a lot of weight to lose. but you know where you want to be, an ideal, and you say, this would be my ideal, do not stop yourself from dreaming big. I'm all about dream big, think big, do what's necessary, but then apply those smart strategies and principles to get you there. So don't limit yourself, don't hold yourself back. And then the other thing I want, this one is huge. Y'all, you get this? You get this? You get this? So you're doing all these things, you're eating well. I want you to apply what's known as NEAT, N-E-A-T, NEAT. This is basically moving your body throughout the day. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll notice I constantly say, move your body, move your body. I never say exercise, I say move your body. Why do I say move your body? Please write this down. Literally, you burn more calories while doing NEAT versus doing exercises. What does that mean? If you're walking, if you're climbing stairs, if you're washing your house, if you are gardening, if you are just being active, your body, even see how I'm talking and I'm using my hands, this is a way of just keeping your body, my body active. What I always say is don't be laying down, don't just be sitting down. Even in your office, you can stand up every so often, go talk. If someone, even your person is, you know how people share cubicles. I know it's during COVID season, so maybe this is not as ideal, but once you go back, walk over to your partner's desk, just have that movement, but just increase that movement. Now, this is another very interesting one that I want you to really take note of. And this has even happened to my clients. And I was actually quite happy because even at the end of this season, I got a couple of messages that over the holiday season, my clients didn't gain weight. They were like, Coach, the Christmas season has come, it's over. I did not gain weight. I know exactly why. But when we are resting, when we're in a relaxed state, when we are chilling, you are going to find that your body is automatically going to function on its own, and somehow you find yourself losing weight. So it's important to now consciously, because we live in such a busy environment, we're constantly stressed. We're actually living contrary to the way we were designed to live, in a state of stress, moving, working, kids, whatnot. So we're constantly stressed. And so it's important for you to find a spot and a state for you to actually manage your stress. Now, this is one of my clients who I worked with for one season. This is Yummy Mommy. So I worked with her one season, and in that one season, she managed to lose 9 kilos. And I was very excited because she had just had her last baby, and we managed to lose in that one season 9 kilos. Clearly, you can see how amazing transformation there. These are some other clients of mine who we've worked on helping reduce those sugar cravings, helping them reduce that glucose and insulin. And these are results that they've gotten literally within 6 weeks of us working together. Apart from the bottom left, the lady in hair, top, black top and whatever, that was actually my first ever client in Boston, Massachusetts. I don't know if I said that to you, but we lived in Boston. That was my first client who had the most amazing results. And so she's always near and dear to my heart. Lucy, if you're watching, because she always checks in, I thank you and I love you so much for everything that you've continued to do for yourself and your family. But everybody else, that's what 6 weeks has done for them. Or Miss Sharon Mundia, who I continue to work with to this day. We've been working together to help her transform her relationship with sugar. Yo, if you follow her, I'm not even gonna put what it is, but you'll know what she loves, because she goes to that store, what she gets. She loves her stuff from there. So we're continuing to work with her on helping her improve her relationship with food and sugars. We do the BCM with her as well. So it's important to do this. And this is exactly what our clients say. There's one who said, as you can see, this, by the way, are all WhatsApp messages in our groups. Someone says, I think they were responding, I've lost an additional 3 kilos. I am over the moon. Let me X that out. I can't see. Okay, yes. I'm over the moon. I'll do my inches. She's lost a total of 71 to 66 kilos. That was within those. Her goal, by the way, was to lose 3 kilos, but she ended up losing 6 kilos within Hey Sugar. She's been part of our alumni, and she's actually coming back for Momentum Hey Sugar 3. Someone says, thank you for coming in. You're a godsend. So again, those are some other amazing testimonies that we've gotten. Then this is another great testimony from one of my clients, Lucy. We're actually going to be sharing an extended version of her story this on Saturday, I believe, but I'm going to be sharing that on Instagram. So I'd love for you to come join us there, but I'd like for you to see her story here.
COVID happened, I was at home and I knew that was going to escalate my poor eating habits. I actually bought a whole carton of biscuits and stored it in my house. Then, of course, I put on a lot of weight. And one day I woke up and decided I was not in good shape. I was going to change. And that's how I came across the Hey Sugar program through a friend. I hoped to be able to deal with this issue once and for all without going back. The results have been so amazing. My energy levels are high. My skin is so smooth. I mean, I have never had my skin this way. I am able to fit in dresses that I had put in the wardrobe and forgotten about them. I am so excited because I feel like I am in my best self right now. I sleep so well nowadays and I'm so happy about that. I would want to tell anybody who is overwhelmed, any woman who is overwhelmed and does not know what to do, join Hey Sugar program. It has got a solution for your weight loss.
And so what I'm doing is I am inviting you to join Hey Sugar. Hey Sugar cohort 6 is going to be starting in February. February 1st is when we start that cohort. This program has been tested by thousands of women. It works. It is free of drama. Clearly you have seen, we enjoy wine, we enjoy candy, we enjoy, not candy, cookies. We can not cookies. You'll understand what it is that I'm talking about when I say we eat those things. It allows for food freedom. So we're not about all the drama. We're not all the unnecessary drama of calorie counting. We do not believe in measuring your meals. We do not believe in restriction. We do not believe in denying yourself. That is backward. If anything, what I'm proposing to you is we are going to approach it differently. The backward ways of dieting, the backward ways of telling people not to eat things they've loved or things they've grown up with are over. This is the time for you to lean into those foods that you love and enjoy, but learn to eat them and eat them well. Learn and understand what it is that I need to do. What do I need to eat to become a better and a healthier person? This is one of the most transformative programs. And when I talk about transformation, it's not just the physical transformation that you see, you guys. There's literally a mental mindset transformation that happens, a mindset transformation, because we go through this program helping you drop off the guilt of eating foods, helping you break the cycles of emotional eating. We help you understand hormonally what these foods are doing to your bodies. So we give you the information, science-backed nutrition information, then you decide what it is that you're going to do with it. But we have laid everything out for you. And what we say is, as long as you do that work, you're going to get the results. As obviously as you've seen these clients of mine, this group right here is a group of breastfeeding moms who are part of our Hey Sugar program. And these breastfeeding moms have actually not only lost their weight, but have never compromised on their milk supply. We work with breastfeeding moms. Diana is on my top left corner with a blue dress. I've shared her story and I'm going to be sharing the extended version of her story on Instagram. But she has a blog and she talks about that also in depth. So if you're wanting to do more research, there are clients of mine who have done this, tested and proven. This is a group of moms, of some ladies who wanted to transform. You know, someone says, I'm enjoying the process step by step because I really try to break this in a very simple, easy way for you to understand. I do not complicate things. You know, I always say, I thank God my brain thinks simply, and I'm able to break this complicated stuff in a very simple way, a very systematic way for you to understand. And I truly do believe the reason why these ladies you've seen have these amazing results is because of the community that we are in, the team that we have that supports, because we have an amazing team that supports, and the transformation that you're seeing. And as long as you do the work, within those 6 weeks, we say expect to lose 1 dress size. Some people have lost 2 dress sizes, but we say give us 6 weeks, you come and do the work, you should be able to lose a dress size. So someone says, you know, enjoying the process step by step. I was a size 18 when I started. Now I am a 14. Lucy, who you just saw, started at a size 18. Right now, she's a size 10, but she's been part of Hey Sugar 1, Hey Sugar 2, okay? So these are people who come in and they do the work. I trusted the process despite the ups and downs I have despite the ups and downs, I am grateful to you and your team, especially Dorcas. Let me tell you, she reached out to me in my lowest. Our team is honestly one of the most engaging the most caring people. So even when you join Hey Sugar, you're not coming into a program where we're just going to leave you alone. No, we want you to succeed. So we are going to be holding your hand through the process to help you achieve your results. And so these are some of the results, the things that you're going to be seeing from some of our clients. Just give me 2 seconds. My thing has frozen. Okay, there we go. Now, again, these are some extra testimonials from clients who are part of our Hey Sugar. Someone says today, oh yeah, I remember this. Actually, this was part of the last cohort. She goes, today was my graduation day. And this is like my second dress. The first was a 14-16 and it was too big. Mpaka, I couldn't wear it. Okay, until I couldn't wear it. So I bought another on Saturday and it was a size 12. It's fitting so well. And now it's kind of loose today. I'm happy I'm achieving 2 of my dreams today. So she graduated and she lost a ton of weight. I remember the group was so excited for her. Someone says they feel great, they're looking amazing, and clearly you can see this transformation. These are some of the testimonials and transformations from our ladies. And so if you decided to join Hey Sugar, what should you expect? What's inside our Hey Sugar program? So it is a 6-week coaching program. We do a program through Zoom coaching calls. You get access to a private portal where this portal is where all your information is. So you get a secure password, your own password, where you access your own information. We have support groups on WhatsApp. We have a Facebook private page, again, just as women in there. We're going to be talking in depth. I give you a lot more secrets inside Hey Sugar. Why sugar is addictive, understanding where your sugar is hidden, how you're going to reduce your cravings, what you need to eat. We'll also delve very deeply in understanding and changing your mindset. That is something I believe strongly in. With a background in psychology, I basically know how human behavior is, and I know that that is something we would need to work on first so that we can achieve the results. And I truly believe that is why this Hey Sugar program works so well. Again, these are more results of some of our clients who've just been part of our Hey Sugar. You can clearly see here, I mean, the groups, we are very active. The ladies, we support each other. We're all about uplifting each other. I mean, these ladies are go-getters. These ladies are all about, yes, we can do this, and we support each other. And that's the energy that we would be requiring of you. You know, someone here writes and she lost 79, she was 89, and now she's 79. So even some of these testimonials, they might not be within 6 weeks, but a lot of clients write back and they're like, I still continue to apply the principles that you shared, and I'm continuing to lose weight. And so if you're interested in Hey Sugar, if you'd like to drop a dress size in 6 weeks, like these ladies right here, then I'm inviting you to join our Hey Sugar. If you come in, you do the work, these are some of the things that you'll be able to achieve. And so I have another video here. I honestly don't know why Nana's videos are not. Okay, this was another video for Nana that we had prepared. And why they are not playing, I am not sure. But I would love Sharon, please put the link of this video, because what I want you ladies to do is I really want you to go catch her story, and I want you to see her transformation. I'll figure why this is not playing, because we tested this and it was working. Oh well, that's not working. But anyway, so what I want to do is I would love to invite you to Hey Sugar. And what we're gonna be doing is, this is the offer that we have, and this offer is only good today. We are going to be giving you a couple of things. One, we are going to give you a book that's full of salads, amazing salads. We're going to give you a book that's full of recipes of different soups, and we're going to give you recipes of different smoothies that you can begin to incorporate. Now that right there, that's valued at 8,100 shillings. Now Hey Sugar is costing 14,900. However, if you do sign up today, you are going to join Hey Sugar for 11,900 plus you're going to be getting those 3 books. So you're going to get a protein-rich smoothie book, you're going to get detox soups, and you are also going to get your detox salad books. And these books will be available to you February 1st when we start the program. We have not opened enrollment to the public, so this is only for those of you who are here live at the webinar. So I want to thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to leave this information on this screen, then I'm going to turn over here to look at all the questions that you have, because what I'm going to be doing now is I want to be able to answer any questions that you may have. So if you do have any questions, I want to be able to answer those questions here. We're also going to be putting a link of the payment on the chat box. So please go on the chat box, make your payment as I answer all your questions. Okay, let me see. Can you pay in installments? No, unfortunately, we do not allow any payments in any payment in installments. Yeah, we just don't. We've had a couple of issues in the past, and so we decided as an organization that we were not going to do any installments, unfortunately. How much is it? If you pay within the next 19 minutes, it's going to be 11,900. That's from Eva Durango. Let me scroll all the way up and see your questions. All right, I'm recognizing all of you who've been here. Christine, Rhoda, okay, Nairobi. Awesome, awesome. Okay, hello. Okay, Regina, you say there are some of us who are doing the 21 days of fasting and Thanksgiving going on until the end of the month. We'll still want to lie wait. What to do? Sorry, we'll still want to lie wait. What? Okay, Dorcas, can you decipher that one? Can you decipher that? Now, the other thing, there's a couple of you who had actually asked some questions. So what we're going to do as I'm answering those questions, I'm going to go back and forth. Let me answer those questions for you guys.
Should I go ahead and read, Roseanne?
Please, yeah.
Okay. Will this help with PCOS? And I am pre-diabetic.
Okay, so one thing that I do say is I never promise anything. I am a fat loss coach. I do know I have a friend of mine, Jen, of Licia Wellness, and she deals mostly with autoimmune. That's what I'm going to tell you. What I do know, though, is there are people who've come to my program who have adjusted, who have done things, and they've improved from of those things that you've mentioned. But I would prefer that you actually work with a specialist if that is exactly what you're wanting to heal. PCOS, that's what I would encourage you to do. Okay, so someone says, do you do intermittent fasting? So I personally do not do intermittent fasting. What I do teach inside the program is like teach us to listen to our bodies. I always encourage you to do what your body is telling you to do, and I go in depth inside of Hey Sugar to do that. Okay. How do I lose my pooch after losing baby weight? Yes, girl, what can I tell you? That pooch thing is real. What you do is remember that long-term view we talked about. It's all about the length. Don't go at it fast. It does go down. I know mine popped up earlier on in 2019 because there was just a lot going on. But as long as you're monitoring your diet and you're doing strength training, it honestly does go away. I know there are a lot of people out there who say, or especially if you've had a C-section, which I did, a lot of people say, oh, that pooch would not disappear. It can go away with proper nutrition and adding some form of strength training. So yes, it can go away. It takes time, but it does go away. Is it possible to lose weight while breastfeeding? Yes, 100%. I mean, I've already shared pictures of you of some of my clients who've been breastfeeding, isn't it? And you've seen some of their results. So 100%. And then the thing is this, you're not going to compromise your milk supply. You're not going to be starving. Like, I'm not about that life. I'm telling you, we don't do things the old way. We don't do things where people are telling you to fast. We don't do none of that. I really will teach you how to approach this for you to know how it's going to work for your unique lifestyle, how it's going to work for your own body, how you're going to infuse the ingredients that you've grown up loving, the foods that you love. That's what we do. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. All right. How do you lose belly fat and gut and a flat tummy? Exactly what I've shown you. You've seen what some of my clients have done. They've lost weight by basically eliminating sugars, understanding how their bodies work, understanding how foods affect our bodies hormonally. We go in depth in that. We teach you all that inside Hey Sugar, and you do lose your fat. You've seen those pictures, so you do lose fat over time. how to get rid of, again, hormonal weight. Those are some of the things that we do. I've pushed back my hormonal program to next year, but I do touch on it inside Hey Sugar and inside of Hello Gut. And so I teach you some principles that you would need to do to get rid of that weight. And especially because I'm also getting there, you know, how do we get rid of weight as you're getting older? So those are some of the things that you do, but you've got to monitor your diet. There's probably more supplements you would need to take. For instance, it's important for you to make sure you're taking your omega-3s, making sure you're taking those oils from fish. So those are some of the things that you would definitely need to take. All right. Okay. I'm taking tea, Regina, with honey. Is that good for weight loss? So weight loss, I'll tell you something about weight loss. When you're thinking about weight loss, I don't want you to think about breaking things out. Okay, honey, we take honey, right? I've talked about eat chapati. Someone might say, can I eat chapati? Should I do, you know, it's important for you. It's important for you to not break things down into little groups. If you're not losing weight, honey most likely is not the issue. Honey most likely is not the issue. There's probably other things that you're doing, but I do recommend honey as part of the program. And guess what? Honey is sugar. Hey, sugar, right? Like, what's up with that? I told you, we do things backwards around here, but we do eat sugar. We enjoy sugar and honey, we enjoy honey. You know, I say it's part of it. It does have minerals, so honey is pretty okay. Okay, next question. What does NEAT stand for? NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. That's what NEAT stands for. That's Ruth Mushiri who is asking, what does that stand for? Dorcas, you can help me with the questions as I go through.
So Rosanne is asking, will there be a recording for this presentation joined late?
Yes, there will be a recording for you that have joined. Absolutely, there will be.
Is this program?
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Is this program available to young ladies 18 to 25 who struggle with weight issues?
Yes, it is.
People will get the recording. I think the one asking for the one-on-one can send the email on the chat and then we can follow up, right? There's someone asking for one-on-one.
Yes, if you definitely want one-on-one. Go ahead, Dorcas.
You're right. Yeah. I think they can see the cost in dollars. Someone is asking, I'm not in the country. If someone pays for me, is there an option for them to include my details so that I can get the correspondence?
Can you read that question again?
Like they want someone in the country to pay for them. They're not in the country. And then they can give their details. Like, can I pay for someone? I think that is the question.
Yeah, you can pay for somebody, for sure, you can. Once you pay for somebody, so what we want you to do is we want you to send your confirmation to info@treasurefitness.com. That way, so you're gonna send that, your M-Pesa payment. Specifically, this is for M-Pesa. If you pay via credit card or if you pay via banking, we're able to get that information automatically in the system. But if you pay via M-Pesa, you would need to send your confirmation number to info@treasurefitness.com. We can put it down in the chat below. And then what you want to do is shut down who you've paid for and all that. We're going to be able to follow up.
Okay. Anonymous is asking, will the program be suitable for a pregnant lady in the aspect of gaining healthy weight, both for mama and baby?
No, but we can move you over to we do have a pregnancy section, but not the Hey Sugar. We do have a pregnancy one.
I think you can also just tell them the cost is the same and all.
If they pay now, yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does this help with skin issues like eczema and acne?
Okay, I know it clear. So two things I want to be clear. So I know skins have cleared. Your skin can clear. My skin has cleared. A lot of clients' skins have cleared. If you eat well, but when it comes to things like eczema or acne can also be hormonal, right? Eczema is something that I actually want you to go see a doctor for, so that your doctor treats you on that. I would want you, and I want to be very careful to say that this is not a healing program. What we're doing is we're helping you lose fat, But what I do know that has happened is in the process of people losing fat, because they learn what these foods do to their bodies. Your body just generally resets, your cells just begin to function better. And we've definitely seen skin getting clear. We've definitely seen just people getting better. Everybody has their own different story, testimonial. Diana shared her story yesterday, and it's on my Instagram, where she talked about her menses got better. Like she felt so much better. But then somebody in the last season was like, no, my menses still hurt. So I want to be clear that we're not saying you're coming to get healed. No, this is a fat loss program, but you will get better energy. Your skin is definitely going to be clearer based on the foods that you're going to be eating. You're definitely going to feel a lot more energy. You'll definitely lose fat. You'll definitely, and for some people who do lose some weight, you will lose those inches for sure, as long as you do the work.
Where should we send our email? I mean, our M-Pesa confirmation?
Please send it to info@treasurefitness.com. info@treasurefitness.com. And we can put that down in the chat.
Do I have hope in fat loss? Just turned 60.
Girl, yes. Yes. And yes. We actually had, so last season, Dorcas, what was the lady who was on the Zoom call and she was asking, how old is the oldest client I've ever had? Because I told her the oldest client I've ever had, I think, is 82. How old was she? Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember Sharon, Dorcas? But anyway, yes, she was 60 something. But yes, and yes, there is hope for you. And that's actually one of the things that we talk about, just feeling or thinking, okay, I'm older, I am not going to lose weight. Yes, girl, you are going to lose weight. You come in, you do the work, you will lose weight. So we've worked with older women. Yes, we have. And yes, they've lost the weight. Actually, she started out very shy in the group, but then in the end, we actually had one of her before and after pictures. And she lost literally, she had her jeans on and she lost an entire, she was like, she could not believe. So yes, it can happen to you, girl.
I think you'll interchange both this and the payment amount. The people who've joined late, I think they're asking for the amount.
Okay, so the amount is 11,700. You know what I just realized we didn't update? We did, y'all, listen, let me just be real. This page that you're seeing is actually, we updated it, but I think we removed a couple of things because the info was supposed to be here, the price was supposed to be here. My guy is a little, he's probably thought he was too busy. So we have about 7 minutes. So yes, the payment right now is 11,900. That is the payment right now over the next 7 minutes or so. So we're encouraging you to make that payment. What are you going to get? You are going to get a protein shake book. You're going to get a book full of salads and a book full of soups. And those books are worth 8,100. The program itself is 14,900. But we are giving you a discount. So you're basically, with the books that you're getting, the discount that you're getting, you're basically saving 11,000 bob right now. So please take advantage of this because this is one heck of an offer. And we haven't opened this to the public. We're not opening it up to the public yet. So this is only for those of you. We honor you and we treasure you because you came in live. You thought this is important for you. So we're honoring you for coming on live.
Okay. I have been big all my life. Is it really possible to lose weight with a family history of fat gene?
Oh my God, girl, yes. And I always say those are stories we tell ourselves. We believe those stories and those stories hold us hostage. So yes, we have a girl who joined not the last program, but the one before. She was actually 2019 and the January and the April cohort. That was her story. And I remember her sending a video of herself dancing in the group because she truly believed exactly what you said. She's big. She comes from a family of big people. She can't lose weight. Could you lose weight? 100%, girl, yes. And if you've just joined me, one of the things I've always said, our mind is very powerful. And so we're going to work on that mindset. We're going to be able to help you break down that barrier, break down that blockage of thinking, hey, because, that belief system, we're going to work on that. So girl, yes, and yes, you can. It don't matter what your auntie was. It don't matter what everybody was. Here. And we put in the smart work. You will begin to lose weight. Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Are the recipes customized per individual? Is it standard?
No, it's not standard. So that's actually what I said at the beginning. It's not a standard program. We do not offer recipes, but we show you how to create your own recipes. We do give you some meal ideas, but we teach you how to create your own. So no, it's not standard.
Can you join while on the anti-hypersensitives?
What is anti-hypersensitive, girl? Please help me.
Emma Muchoki, help us with the big word.
Yeah, Emma, Emma, break it down for us. I told you I like simple things. Anti-hypersensitive. So you're anti-hypersensitive to what? I mean, I can kind of pick it up, but just break it down in very simple, like you're talking to a 5-year-old, because that's a big word for Miss Coach Roseanne. Please, Emma, help us out.
I have a question here, Roseanne.
Yes, go ahead, Sharon.
This is a question we received on email. For a person in a wheelchair, how do you lose fat?
Sorry, you broke up. For a person in a wheelchair,
how do you lose fat?
It's okay. So actually, that's such a good question. This is what you want to do. The biggest way to lose fat. So obviously, in a wheelchair, mobility becomes a little bit difficult, isn't it? But fat loss comes as a result of what you're putting into your body. And so we would need to focus on making sure that your calories, or we're focusing on foods that are going to help you reduce your caloric intake. That's generally what I would do with someone who is in a wheelchair and who is not as mobile. We actually had 2 clients, if I'm not wrong, last season, who were one was on bed rest and one had surgery. So there wasn't much movement. And all we did was focus on their food, like just focus on what you're eating. We taught them how to eat their foods. We taught them how to fix their plate. And they ended up, one of them had amazing results. One of them had amazing, the other one actually, I don't remember, but yeah. So we would focus. You've also got to remember the other thing, nutrition is 80 to 90%. Nutrition is 80 to 90%. So we would focus a lot on your nutrition.
NCBA, which branch, Roseanne?
It doesn't matter the branch, but you could put village market. You could put village.
I think you can talk a little bit about the alumni. There are a few who joined, wanting to know the next steps.
Okay, so if you're an alumni or you did Hey Sugar, especially if you did Hey Sugar in January and October of 2019, Hey Sugar is not the same program that you guys did at the beginning. We've tweaked it, we've added, we've adjusted, we've added a lot of things. And so if you've done Hey Sugar and you're wanting a couple of things, number one, you're wanting either to repeat Hey Sugar. Number one, you've got to write to Sharon. We've got to make sure we have you in the system. That's number one. The second thing is we would encourage you to come and do Hey Sugar too. And that is what we call Hello Gut. And Hello Gut is now basically focusing on all matters gut health. So that if you've done Hey Sugar 1, you've never come back. So Hello Gut will be the next option. So if you've never done Hey Sugar 1, you cannot do Hello Gut. There's a ladder, there's a system to this. So for those of you who are going to do Hello Gut, for you, it's 9,700 shillings. For those of you who are looking to move into Hello Gut. And for those of you who are wanting to do Momentum, which is level 3, and for you, that is 97 a month, 9,700 a month, Momentum. And those are now the people who are joining later, because the people who got the early bird got a ridiculously amazing offer. And they know that, because, you know, we treat folks good on the inside. Any more questions?
Does the program have fitness and exercise?
Oh, such a good question. I don't know how I forgot that. And Sharon always reminds me, yes. So I do recommend movement, but I've also offered and I've given you 30 days of exercises. So there is, every week we're doing exercises. I require you to rest 2 days if you can only do 3 days of exercise. So yes, we do have exercises in there. You don't necessarily have to do what I do. I do recommend it, but you don't have to. But as long as you're moving your body, we're pretty cool. So yes, it does have exercises.
Is the fee only for books or coaching too?
Books and coaching. It's for books.
Yeah, group coaching.
Group coaching, correct. That's a good question. So this is a group coaching call. So no one's going to be coached one-on-one. One-on-one is reserved for just the one-on-one clients. We're going to do this in a group setting. You guys are going to love it. It's a fun group. We honestly do have a lot of fun. It's an amazing group. So it's group coaching. And for those that are asking, these are the books, the protein, the detox soups, and the detox salads. These are the books that you would be needing to use. Any more questions, Dorcas?
Yeah, just to respond to Emma.
Okay.
The big word was blood pressure meds.
Okay, so we've worked with people who have blood pressure. We've worked with people who have had diabetes. We've worked with people. So basically, we can work together, but you gotta see your doctor. You've got to see your doctor. So we're working together, but you got to see your doctor. So yes.
Will my milk supply be affected? I'll be 3 months.
Not in one bit. I am guaranteeing you, not in one bit. You're actually going to have more milk. You actually will. And you're going to lose weight. And I'm actually going to show you some of the pictures of some of our breastfeeding moms here. Those are some of our breastfeeding moms. And these are some of the results that they've seen in 6 weeks. No milk compromise. We don't compromise on milk supply. And they've ended up losing weight. So no, we're not going to compromise that, girl. I think it was important for you to see this.
Yeah, we are good to go, Roseanne.
All right, you guys. I want to thank you so much for joining me for this webinar. I appreciate you all. I am going to be seeing you now. Think through. We are going to be opening up again. We haven't opened it up to the public yet. It's not open. So I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank you all for joining me. And I am hoping you're going to be taking care of your body. And all I'm going to leave you with is this. I want you to treasure your body, because we've only got one life. We've only got one body, and I want you to treasure it. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night, everybody. And I will see you hopefully on Instagram. If not, I will see you inside of Hey Sugar. Good night, folks. Thank you, everybody.